even when people on the right witness gangster-like behavior coming from the police agencies of government, they immediately forswear it and say, if we're in charge, we would never do the same. And that, of course, only stimulates the appetite and aggression of the left, because the left thinks, hey, listen, we can do it to you, and if we fail, no problem, because you would never dream of doing it to us. So the Republican, in a sense, is in a weird position of, in a sense, fortifying the police state simply by timidity, by acquiescence, by refusing to say, hey, two can play at this game. And I think this is what the left counts on.
Yeah, I think so, too. And I think, to your point, that's a point that I drive home a lot here. We are so responsible as conservatives in America, not just the representatives who are there, and representatives is the most loose term I've ever used in history because they don't really represent us. I don't think they get us whatsoever. But these folks who are on our side, us included, Americans, conservatives, whatever you want to call us, a combination of both, we have let this happen because we have been so timid for so long. And we've done it out of the goodness of our heart. This is how good people handle. I'm the type of person who drives through my neighborhood. I wave to everyone. And some of them don't wave back, and it pisses me off. But that's another story. But it's like, I want to do the right thing. And that's kind of where we've been as conservatives for forever and a day in this country. But it's gotten us to this point, and there's a balance. There's a way that you can be kind and still follow the laws and still fight back. And it was, I experienced that as well overseas. The terrorists don't play by rules. We had rules we had to figure out. Okay, how do we figure out this weird balance here and how we're supposed to do things? Point being, though, we have, as a country, landed ourselves in this situation, and particularly on our side, where we've just taken it. We've just taken it, and that's how we got here.
Part of the problem, I think, is that the American character, and this is not a bad thing, is a certain kind of goofball innocence. You see it right back in Huckleberry Finn. It's sort of by and large, the idea is human nature is good. Yeah, some people sometimes get out of whack, and but we believe in like pendulum swinging back and things returning to normal. So a lot of it, and a lot of the purpose of this film is to show you the landscape as it is now. I mean, think about, Jimmy Stewart and the Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. His idea is that there may be some gangsters out there, but, I'm a man of the law. I believe in the law book. So when somebody else pulls a gun, I whip out my law books. I make a complaint. I write a memo, and that works if you're in a small town with a good sheriff. But if you go out in a covered wagon out west, you're encircled by outlaws. They've got long guns. They want to burn your homestead and rape your wife and kill your kids. And then you say, oh, I'm not going to go for my gun. I'm better than that. I'm a man of principle. I'm going to go look for a law book. Then you would be deranged, because you have no grasp of the situation in which you find yourself. So a lot of what I'm trying to do in this film is to show you we're not living in the old America that you grew up in. This is a different landscape, and the people you're dealing with are using different sorts of tactics. So once you realize that, you will actually know what to do. You will be up to the situation. Your spine will become automatically stiffened. But seeing that situation and not thinking, you don't want to be like the antelope who thinks, oh no, that movement in the trees, Dinesh, that's not a predator. That's the wind. And if it is a predator, he's going to land like on somebody else's back, not mine. That kind of attitude makes people really vulnerable to a police state.